Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, August 10th, 2026. Fire potential headlines for the next week include some breezy winds continuing across Idaho and western and northern Nevada through tomorrow. Thunderstorm coverage decreases a bit today and tomorrow before increasing again across Utah and Nevada on Wednesday, and then pushing north into Idaho for Thursday and Friday. Overall, fuels conditions will be seeing a decreasing trend with the fire danger values in the coming 5 to 7 days, especially for Utah and Nevada as we see that next push of moisture beginning on Wednesday. Fire potential impacts for the next couple of days, again showing that wind across Idaho into western Wyoming and parts of northern western Nevada today and tomorrow. We'll still see thunderstorms today and tomorrow across Utah and Nevada, but maybe they'll be a little bit more isolated, although we do expect to maybe see some isolated drier storms over northern Utah and up into far southeast Idaho and southern tip of Wyoming there today. And then on Wednesday, we'll see a better push of deeper monsoon moisture beginning to make its way up into the southern Great Basin. Yesterday, we did see some decent thunderstorm activity, mainly across central and eastern Nevada, parts of southwest Utah, and then over the higher elevations of central and northern Utah as well. These storms were a mix of wet and dry, definitely some drier storms out there, and then a few storms that produced a tenth to maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain. Fire initial attack activity yesterday was fairly light with 16 new fires for 294 acres. Large fire growth was just over 13,000 acres. Smoke continues to impact the area, especially across Idaho, with the big grass fire sending up a decent amount of smoke into southern Idaho, and then some localized smoke impacts from some of our other ongoing large fires. Overall fire danger continues to be quite high across the north, although area-wide, we do expect to see a decrease in fire danger values, especially as we head into the second half of the work week with that better push of moisture coming in starting on Wednesday. And really, that's going to be area-wide. We'll see those decreases happening. This morning's satellite imagery shows high pressure ridge. A high pressure ridge still in place across much of the southern and southeast parts of the Great Basin. The upper level pattern for the next couple of days shows a high pressure ridge still in place over the southeast portions of the area. That ridge will get pushed further to the east over the coming days as a low pressure trough moves into the Pacific Northwest. We'll see this trough increasing winds across the north today and tomorrow, where we do have high risk issued across eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, and along the Sierra front. And then on Wednesday, as the trough draws closer, we'll see moisture. We'll see that low draw better moisture up into the Great Basin, losing our high risk triggers for that lightning. A closer look at the winds for the next couple of days, again showing some breezy conditions over eastern Idaho into western Wyoming and along the Sierra front. These winds are maybe up to 30-mile-an-hour gusts or so. Some of those breezes will stick around for tomorrow, decreasing a bit by Wednesday. Minimum relative humidities are still going to be the lowest over northern and western Nevada and parts of the Snake River Plain, as we do see some increasing values over mainly the higher elevations in Utah with some of the moisture that's been moving up the last couple of days. By Wednesday, we'll really start to see those minimum RHs improving, especially over Utah and central and southern Nevada. The precipitation forecast for the next couple of days does show a bit of a decrease in coverage of thunderstorms for today and tomorrow, but still expecting to see some isolated storms over mainly the higher elevations of Utah into eastern Nevada and the Arizona Strip. But on Wednesday, as the better moisture starts to return, we'll see increasing thunderstorms across the higher elevations of Utah and again moving up into central Nevada. For the second half of the work week, that low continues to deepen over the Pacific Northwest. Cooler temperatures are on their way, and we'll see that moisture being drawn up even better into Utah and up into Idaho for Thursday and Friday. We do have high-risk triggers issued for central and eastern Idaho and western Wyoming as that moisture moves up into the north beginning on Thursday after a pretty dry period. And then maybe some isolated drier type storms on the Payette on Friday. And then by Saturday, many of our areas are moving into that yellow category as the air mass moistens up and fire danger values decrease. We will see some increased winds on Thursday, especially across parts of central and southern Utah, southern Nevada, and along the Sierra front as that moisture, or as the low moves through. But RHs are going to be up, so we're not terribly concerned about those winds. Minimum RHs, again, shown here on the bottom, come up quite a bit for Thursday and Friday across much of the geographic area. Precipitation forecast for days 4 to 6 shows that more widespread showers and thunderstorm activity over much of the geographic area on Thursday, decreasing a bit across the south on Friday, but still seeing some storms over the north. And then by Saturday, we'll start to lose some of the thunderstorm coverage across the south. Overall maximum temperatures are going to be decreasing through the next couple of days. Still pretty hot today with highs in the mid to upper 90s across much of the geographic area, but by Wednesday, highs are going to only be in the mid 80s for the most part across the area. So it's definitely going to be a noticeable cool down for the second half of the work week. Okay, summing things up here, we still have quite a few impacts in the short term with wind across the north and along the Sierra Front, and mixed wet dry thunderstorms today and tomorrow for Utah and Nevada. And then on Wednesday, as the moisture moves back northward, we'll see some high risk again along the Sierra Front on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday across the north, and then really decreasing fire potential conditions as we head into the weekend. The extended forecast for August 15th through the 19th calls for below normal temperatures across the Great Basin. We'll start to see that beginning on Wednesday, and above normal chances for precipitation, especially across the north. That concludes today's briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.